Hello, movie lovers! Bob for Bob's Movie Review here, and today I'm bringing you my new Blu-ray DVD shopping guide and reviews for Tuesday, April 14th, 2020. Hope you guys do enjoy the video. Remember, you can find more information, including affiliate links to purchase these movies, down in the description below. So right off the bat, guys, I know I am a little late on this week's video with Easter and everything. I was just behind on one movie and spent some time with the family. And so a day late, but I am here, guys. I hope you do enjoy the video, of course. So first up this week, guys, we have Just Mercy. This one is releasing on a Blu-ray and digital copy, Amazon and Walmart $19.95, Best Buy and Target $19.99. It's also releasing on a DVD and digital copy, Amazon and Walmart $17.96, Target $17.99, and Walmart $22.99. Now, Warner Brothers did send me over a copy of Just Mercy for review, and I did post an unboxing of this if you guys want to check that out. Just search for Just Mercy on my channel. Now, this one stars the great Michael B. Jordan and the great Jamie Foxx, and that was Brie Larson. I didn't even realize that. So this is the true story of Michael B. Jordan becomes a lawyer in Alabama. Not sure if it was the late 80s or early 90s. This movie starts in the late 80s, but I'm not sure exactly which year. I guess it would have been in the 90s probably. And he specializes in death row inmates, and he's trying to find justice for these people. And a lot of these people, I don't want to necessarily say that they're innocent, but a lot of these people didn't have good defense lawyers. You know, they don't have the money, and their defense lawyers pretty much just tell them, you know, plead guilty, you know, just get the trial done, or not even trial, but just get it over with, you know. And so Michael B. Jordan comes in and he takes a look at these cases. Now, Jamie Foxx's character, he was found guilty of murder of this young woman in Alabama. And very quickly into kind of investigating the background, Michael B. Jordan finds out there's really no evidence against him. It's very obvious that he didn't commit the crime. There's actually more evidence pointing towards his innocence. Well, I guess that makes sense because he is innocent, but there's a lot more evidence pointing towards his innocence and virtually nothing. But yet he was found guilty of murder. And the majority of this movie is about Michael B. Jordan going through the law proceedings and the court proceedings and investigating, you know, questioning people about whether or not he is guilty. And this is a powerful, powerful movie, guys. Not only the fact that this country, even today, but even in the late 80s, in the 90s, and like I say, today, people are just so racist. And it's really just, it's so tragic. You know, people can't determine their skin color. They have no choice. And people judge people based on this, and I don't get it. But not only that, it really takes a hard look at our judicial system. And I've seen other movies and documentaries and stuff where people seem to be more concerned with convicting people of crimes than finding the truth. And I think that's what this movie is really about, is that people are more concerned with convicting people, whether or not they're guilty, than finding the truth. And in this story, like I say, this guy was convicted of murder, and the real murderer was still out there, and nobody cared. Nobody cared. And I just think it's crazy. There's some stuff in the end of this movie. Definitely stick around for that, of the real people from the movie, and some really, really hard statistics that are shocking to really look at. Great movie, guys. Michael B. Jordan was amazing. I'd like to say Jamie Foxx was amazing. Don't get me wrong, he was good. I think he's a good actor. I don't know if he had more than 15 minutes of on-screen time in this. It's mainly about Michael B. Jordan. And Brie Larson was kind of like, she worked with him. I don't know exactly what her job was, but she was working with him to help overturn these convictions. Based on a true story. Great movie, guys. best movie of the week, one of the best movies of the year so far that I've seen. I gave this one a 4.5 out of 5. Next up is Infection. This one is releasing on a DVD. Amazon and Target 1989, Best Buy 1999, and Walmart no listing. Dark Sky Films did send me over a copy of Infection for review, and I did post an unboxing of this one already if you guys want to check that out. Now, this was a Colombian movie, and it is in Spanish. It does have English subtitles, though, and there was a little bit in English because there's I don't think she was American, but an English-speaking woman in this, and so every time they talk to her, those parts are in English. So this movie was super topical and on the point. I mean, maybe to a little bit of extreme for current times in not just America, but the world right now about this infection. Now, a little confusing to me, the exact nature of the infection. So basically, this guy at the beginning, he's doing this drug, and I don't know if they really said what it was, but he's doing this drug, and the next thing you know, there's zombies everywhere. And to me, I was halfway through the movie, I was like, well, wait a minute. That guy who was doing the drugs at the beginning, was he part of this? I wasn't sure. I mean, they do show him attack somebody, but they really don't connect the dots until later into the movie that it's actually some mutation of rabies is causing this, and they don't get a whole lot more into it than that. Other than just showing some doctors studying the virus, but this is very similar to other zombie movies. You get people, and they kind of form a group, and they try to survive, and they try to escape, and zombies start picking them off, one by one. Very, very similar to other zombie movies, but I feel like a very well done zombie movie. I also feel like the zombie genre has really slowed down after a huge surge just a few years ago. I feel like it was a very well made zombie movie, good effects, decent acting. Some of the acting was good, some was okay. And I really enjoyed this one, guys. Like I say, it's a very well done zombie movie. I gave this one a 3.5 out of 5. Next up is Abominable. No, this isn't the kitty cartoon one. It will be releasing on a DVD. Amazon and Target $5.99, Walmart $9.81, and Best Buy $11.99. Now, Uncorked Entertainment did send me over a streaming link for Abominable to review for you guys. Now, this was about a Yeti? I couldn't figure out why they called it Abominable, Abominable Snowman. I didn't understand the link there. But basically, these people are out in the snow, in the forest, and they're looking for this Yeti plant. And this Yeti plant, I don't know if they really got into why it was called that, but basically, it was going to be this cure, and they thought it was going to cure cancer and just kind of cure all these diseases. And so they're out there looking for it, and there was this other doctor or something who was out there, and he had found it, and they're kind of stumbling upon his research. But at the same time, there's a Yeti out there, and he's kind of tracking people down and killing them. I'm not sure if they really gave the Yeti a motive or not. I don't remember a specific reason why he wanted to kill everyone. But I feel like, I could see where they were going with this one. It was very low budget, lots of real cheap, props. The Yeti costume is horrendous. It's pretty bad, guys. Very cheaply done. The effects, I was pretty glad that they didn't go for the real cheap route of adding a lot of, just those blood spray effects that people add in all these cheap movies. I'm trying to remember. I think pretty much everything was practical effects. I can't remember if there was maybe a one digital effect or not. I could be wrong, but they were cheesy. But there were actually some good gore scenes, where people getting their limbs ripped off or ripped open or whatever. And some of those scenes are just oh, they're a little gross, but they were well done. My biggest concern with this movie was the dialogue. Not necessarily that the people were delivering the dialogue badly. It's just, it seemed like they were trying to come up with these weird theories, and it just seemed like all the things they were saying didn't mean anything. They were oh, we have to get to this thing, and we have to reprogram it so that we can find our way off the mountain, and they're just coming up with all these things, and I was just I don't know. To me, it just seemed like they were trying to throw out these terms, and the sentences didn't really mean anything to me. And so I just didn't care that much for the dialogue. So overall, though, guys, I mean, I think this movie was all right. It was definitely a super low budget thing, like almost like something you could maybe imagine, if you had a director and just some very mildly trained actors you could make yourself. But it was okay. I didn't love the movie. I didn't hate it. Like I say, I think they did a good job with what they had. I just wish they had done a little more with the story and not tried to add all this like technical jargon and really just seemed to not really say anything with it. So I give this movie a 2.5 out of 5 overall, guys. Definitely average movie. Next up is Underwater. This one is releasing on a Blu-ray and digital copy combo pack. Walmart 1996, Best Buy 1999, Target 22.99, and Amazon no listing. I don't know, like always with these Disney titles now, nobody has a DVD listed, so I'm not sure if this one's getting a DVD release. They did send me over a digital copy of this one for review, but it doesn't unlock until today, so I haven't got a chance to watch it yet, so I should be reviewing that one in next week's video. Next up is Police Squad, the complete series. Now, this one has released previously, but now is getting a new to Blu-ray release. Amazon, Best Buy, and Walmart $17.99, Target $18.59. Next up is Final Kill. This one is releasing on a Blu-ray. Walmart $14.96, Amazon, Best Buy, and Target $14.99. Also releasing on a DVD. Best Buy $11.99, Amazon, Target, and Walmart $12.96. Next up is Criminal Minds, the final season. I believe this is season 15. It is only releasing on a DVD. Amazon $27.96. Best Buy $29.99, Target $32.49, and Walmart no listing. Now, next up is Unidentified Inside America's UFO Investigation Season 1. It is a mouthful for sure. It is releasing on a DVD. Best Buy $9.99, Walmart $14.98, Target $14.99, and Amazon no listing. Unfortunately, because of shipping limitations right now, I did not receive a copy of this one for review. I'm definitely interested in it. I may check it out on Amazon. And next up is Agent Toby Barks. This one is releasing on a DVD. Amazon $9.96, Best Buy and Target $9.99, and Walmart no listing. Now, again, I did not receive a copy of this one just because of shipping limitations that we are currently seeing. So I have a couple movies that are available now that I would also like to review for you guys. GVN Releasing sent over Bravestorm for review, and I did post an unboxing of this one. If you'd like to check that out, just search for Bravestorm on my channel. Now, first of all, this is a Japanese movie, and it does come with Japanese audio. It does come with English dubbing, and it says right here, subtitles, English SDH. Now, the menu on this does not provide to change the audio or to turn on subtitles, and I was like, okay, this is movie just in Japanese. I pushed the subtitle button on my remote, nothing. I said, okay, how am I going to watch this movie? I don't know Japanese. I pressed the audio button on my remote, and it did switch over to an English language track. So it does definitely have an English track and a Japanese track. I could not find a way to activate the subtitles. So this movie is about a near future Earth in which an alien invasion force has come or something like that, and they are terraforming the Earth to change it to an environment that they can live in, and most of the Earth's population has been killed off. Now, a team is sent back in time to kind of create a robot to fight their robot, or I wasn't real clear on how the robot came about because it was like already made, and they basically have to go back. But then this alters all the future, and things happen differently, and they have to defeat the alien force. Unfortunately, they leave it with an open ending where you're not where basically they've maybe just delayed the inevitable. I like this movie, guys. It was it was well done. A lot of the CGI was actually pretty good. I was very impressed with the overall visuals of this, and the acting was pretty good. And I want to say on this one, even the dubbed audio was pretty good. You know, a lot of times when you get that dubbed, you know, the acting is pretty bad. But I want to say it was pretty good in this one. I definitely enjoyed this one, guys. It reminded me a lot of Pacific Rim, just a lot of similarities to that one. Except for that the aliens in this one also had a giant mech robot thing. But definitely give this one a chance if you guys like Pacific Rim. I gave this one a 3 out of 5. Last up this week, guys, I have for review the 420 movie, and this one is available now on digital. Now this movie, you know, it's definitely trying to be more than it is. It did have Vern Troyer, which I was like, how long ago was this movie shot? And Vern Troyer's been dead for about a year, and so this movie must have been shot, you know, maybe 2 years ago or something like that. But so basically, it's about Humboldt County, California, and the mayor there, and he's also like he owns like this pot farm and pot store or whatever, and he's real crooked, and he kind of like gambles a lot of money, and he's like stealing money from people, or you know, whatever. He's just a crooked guy, and they really tried to sell some stuff, and you know, in some ways they succeeded, in some ways they didn't. There was this one scene that I thought was hilarious where he's supposed to be in a casino, and they have this small square felt, and he's like hunched over it, and it's like a super close up, and then they just have this blurry background. It's obvious he's not really in a casino, but it's just funny the way they tried to pass it off. And then there's this one scene where Vern Troyer like sets this pot farm on fire, and it almost looks like it's hand drawn. Like it's just, there's just some really, really bad, sketchy effects in this one. But so basically, Vern Troyer comes in as like this gangster, and he's trying to take over the town or the pot business. I don't know. I can't remember exactly what he's trying to do, but there were some really funny scenes in this one. I did find myself laughing quite a bit. You know, this is just a fun, silly, stoner kind of movie. The only real disappointment I had is almost the last 20 or so minutes. There's like just this party going on where people are just dancing. And I was just like, okay, like how long can this possibly go? And it just seemed to go forever. Now, obviously, the acting in this movie is pretty subpar, but you know, it is a fun movie. I definitely laughed more than I've laughed at a lot of movies in recent memory, and I thought this movie was definitely worth checking out. I did give it a 3 out of 5. So I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you haven't already, subscribe for more videos, check out the suggested videos, and for more movie news, check out my website, bobsmoviereview.com. And I'll see you guys next time.